Okay, so I'm Brenda. I'm from Durban, South Africa, and I am 36 years old, and I am here to share my story to help and encourage others because I was delivered from a life of misery, and basically I'm here to help others know that there's a hope.
Beginning that you grew up in a church household and went to church until teenage age, which is typical for so many people, young people. But your life appears to take a dramatic change. What was the reason behind that?
So at that point where I was on the brink of suicide, I knew that I needed some help, and I didn't actively try and go and seek any help, but one of my friends at the time invited me to go to a church service. So I was like, well, maybe I should just go try this out again. So basically what happened was she invited me because she was getting baptized. And I went to the church service, and when I got there, first of all, I felt very ashamed, like like, why am I here? Like, I don't belong here because of all the shame and guilt that I was carrying. Because not only was I actively involved in many relationships as well, drugs and alcohol, I also had a porn addiction. So I was addicted to porn. So all of that kind of stuff was just all piled on me. And when I walked into that church, obviously you like feel like you're naked. And so I didn't want to be there. And they were in a worship session, and basically I just stood there and I didn't know what to do, number one. And then I was questioning myself, going, I shouldn't be here. I felt like running out. So I just closed my eyes and sat on my chair and just sat there. And all of a sudden, I felt a feeling that I've never felt before. And I can only explain it as the love of God, like just encapsulating me. It was nothing that I had experienced in my whole entire life. It's almost like I knew in that moment that this is what I've been looking for my whole life, like searching for it through friends, through loved ones, through drugs, alcohol, you name it. I was searching for this thing everywhere. And basically what happened in that moment is I knew that God was real. And even growing up in my house, in my life, going to church as a young kid, there was always this question mark, like, are you real? And because I hadn't seen the power of God moving in any of the contexts that I've been. And obviously in my way of life at this point, I was questioning the whole time because there was this internal war going in me, condemnation, guilt, shame, everything that bad happened to me was, it's because you're living the life you're living. So I had this bad self-hate that was going on inside of me. And basically in that moment, I knew God was real.